Hi, Dave Bronze here, and it's that time of the week where I sit down and mail out all the CDs I've sold this week. And I just wanted to share with you the process of how I do that and why I sign every CD. And also, I've had a question from a customer called Lance from the USA who contacted me wanting to know why I no longer sign the actual sleeve and why I do it on a little card that goes inside. So I will get to that, address that question, Lance. Thanks for sending that one in. But first of all, why do I sign the CDs? Well, I want to tell you a story. Basically, some of you here will recognise this as the Ibanez Universe, which is the guitar Steve Vai has on the cover of his album Passion and Warfare. This isn't the actual guitar, that'd be cool. But this is the Steve Vai model. And when I first heard Steve Vai in the early 90s, it just blew me away and made me want to play guitar. So eventually I saved up my money and got his signature model. And one day he was coming to town with the G3 tour. I think it was Joe Satriani and I can't remember who the third person was. But anyway, I took my guitar to the concert, waited outside the tour bus, and he signed the guitar. Check this out. So that's Steve Vai's signature on the back. And he took a picture of us both on one of those, remember those paper Kodak kind of cameras that you'd wind on and they made that clicky sound? Well, I had one of those. He took the picture of us both. I suppose the original selfie. And that created a really powerful connection for me between Steve Vai, the guitar, and me practicing and learning guitar. Obviously, Steve Vai didn't make that guitar. It was made in Japan. But for me, just the fact that he signed it was just a reminder to me that he'd actually held that guitar, and it created a really powerful connection to the memory of that event, and really it was a powerful thing to me. And it's weird because I don't think the value of Steve Vai's signature was the thing. I don't think the guitars, I mean, it might be worth more money because he signed it, I have no idea. But to me, it's just a proof to myself that I've met him, that he's held that guitar, and it makes that guitar extra special for me. So why do I sign the CDs? Well, it's really about that personal connection. Because I have no record company, I do everything. If you email me, it's me who reads it. I go to the post office, I sign every CD. I make the videos, I do the marketing, I do it all myself. And that's a huge privilege for me to be able to do that. You cannot buy my CDs from iTunes or Amazon or anywhere like that. And the reason for that is because those companies break the connection between me and you, the customer. They hold on to your information. They don't care about you like I do. I don't know who was buying my music before. I decided to get rid of the middleman and do it all myself. And so the signature, is proof that I have read your name. If I see you commenting on my social media and you've bought from me, I'll quite often can remember like quite a lot of people's name. It triggers a memory, so it creates more of a connection, not just from you to me, but also from me to you. And I want you to know that that I handled this CD and mailed it, and so this one is the card. So this is to Aaron Essery in the USA, who bought the CD package last night. And so the way it'd work is I sign it, I run my finger along, and I pop the card in the side of the packaging like that without breaking the cellophane. And the idea is that then when you get the CD and you open it up, you'll find the card in there, and then you'd place it in with the rest of the artwork. So I'll just show you what the CD looks like inside. So you got the CD on that side, and then here you have the booklet with all the extra information and pictures in there. And then when you open up the CD, every time you open the CD, you'll be able to see that little note with your name on it. And it'll remind you you bought that direct from me, you supported me, and I wrote your name in a little message and signed it. So I'm not kidding myself. I don't think my signature is actually worth anything. I mean, if I go to the post office and have to sign for something, the lady doesn't care or doesn't doesn't get excited about that. But the value is that it's just proof, isn't it, that you have a direct connection to me. And I feel that is, well, I don't just feel, I really believe that's super important. We're in 2021, to survive as an independent musician, I think we have to create that connection with the people who are buying our music. And it's really important to me. Now, so in answer to Lance's question, why do I no longer sign the actual sleeve? Well, the truth is last year when I wasn't really selling much before the Not All Who Wander Are Lost album came out, I used to use a silver pen because it's black artwork and it didn't dry very quick. So what I'd have to do is I'd get all the envelopes, stack them all on the floor, kneel down on my hands and knees, and go through and sign each one, wait 10 minutes for them to dry, and then go all the way back round and put them in the envelopes. And it was taking, honestly, sort of round about February, March, it was taking me hours and hours on my hands and knees doing that. And it was just, I started to realise, hey, maybe I can't really afford the time to sign all the CDs anymore. But for me, it's so important that I sign them. And bear in mind, I don't charge extra. Some artists will charge more for that. I don't want to do that. I want these CDs to be affordable. I don't want it to be a premium like I think my signature's special. So I didn't want to put the price up so that I could, to cover the cost of the time it took to sign them all. So we came up with this, my designer actually came up with this idea. He said, well, why don't you get this really nice cardboard card, come on, focus camera, with the Tolkien Lord of the Rings style writing around the edge, a little message. It's like really nice texture. It's got the album map artwork on the back. And that way you can slip it in the cover, and lo and behold, when you open up your album, it's still, the message is there. And because it's all in the same font and the same style, it looks really in keeping with the rest of the artwork, I mean, short of gluing that in, I couldn't think of a better way. And that's why it's quite small, so it will actually literally fit within the packaging. So that's what I had to do. And the reason I did it is because it was either doing it this way with the postcards, or I'd have to stop signing the CDs altogether. And it's so important that for me that I have that, there's this two-way connection, which the signature is sort of proof that I've handled that CD. And also, it's a huge privilege for me every week to be able to send out my CDs and keep on building a fan base every week. And the idea is, hopefully the more people come across me and enjoy the fact that I really interact with my customers and I answer all the emails and I reply to the postings on social media as best I can, then it'll help me make this a sustainable music making venture for the future. So there you go. That's why I have to do it that way. So thanks to everyone who's buying my CDs from davebronze.com. I really appreciate it. I'm really privileged to be able to do this, and hopefully I'll be able to continue to do so from the future. And unless I start selling like millions of CDs, then I might have to change the way I do it. But whilst I can, I'm going to keep signing CDs. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative. Lance, I hope that answers the question for you as well. Take care, have a good week.